Hi guys, and welcome back. Keep watching for a tutorial on this soft and sultry bridal look, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks! So first I'm going to prep my eyelids using the Morphe E23 brush, as well as the MAC Painterly paint pot. I want to get it all over the eyelid. Try not to put so much at one time because this just went in my eye and now it's burning. True life, I'm a hot mess. I'm not really. Just want to blend it out, make sure it's nice and even. Next, I'll be using the Lorac Pro Palette 3. First of all, the packaging on this is so cute. Honestly, look how pretty that is. So obviously this attracted me to it, so I walked over and I was like, what's this? And then I opened it and I saw all of these babies. How pretty are all of these colors, honestly. You can tell I've used it quite a bit. I bought this like 3 weeks ago and I've already used it a good amount of time. So I used the first color right up here, and I'm gonna place this right above my eye crease under my brow bone. Essentially what I'm doing is setting the primer up here. I'm gonna put it right into my tear ducts. Make sure your eyes are closed. Put it right here. For me, this is one of the first areas that I start creasing. If not the only area, actually. Using the same fluffy brush from Morphe, I'm gonna go ahead create the crease of my eye. We're going for a soft yet like, I don't want to say dramatic, soft and sultry bridal look. That's what we're gonna call this. First, I want to go ahead with this color called Maple right here. This one. And with this, I just want to concentrate this color where my natural crease is and above. First you place and then you wipe. So first I'm going to place it right where my eyes fold. So then here, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to just go in and out, in and out. That's what I am back on. Okay, I'll stop singing right now. You can find me singing a lot, but for some reason my friends don't like it when I sing. Crazy, right? I think I sound angelic. Right where my eyes fold. Again, right here. Place and swoop. Now I'm going to go in with a skinnier tapered blending brush. This is the MAC 217. I'm going to pick up the color Bark, which is right next to the color Maple that we were just using. So this one right here. We want to place this right under the color that we just applied, but still keeping it close to the natural crease, okay? I don't want anything here too much. Even if you get some here, it's fine because we're going to cover it later with a liquid shadow. Yes, liquid shadow. So place and swoop. But this time my swoop is not going in too much. I want the majority of the product towards the outside. Okay, so you're building a gradient right here. We're gonna go in and do our lid color. I'm using the Liquid Fairy Shadows from Pixi. I'm using two colors, so Sunray and Crystalline. I love these. These are so pretty on. So first what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in with Sunray. I believe this one's from Morphe, but the name is cut off. It might even be from MAC, but it's just a flat bristle brush. And you want to work fast with this. So just go ahead and place it all over your lid. You don't want it to get too high. That's why you want to place it pretty close, not directly on your lash line, but like a centimeter above your lash line, because if you put it too high, when you blink, it might touch the fold, which in this case it didn't. All right, now I'm gonna go in with crystalline. It's kind of sheer, which is nice. So I'm just placing it in the back of my hand and picking it up with a brush. Okay, so this I'm just gonna place in the center and work my way in. I love mixing these two because it just gives it like a golden diamond look, and it's so pretty. Now we're gonna line the top of our eyelid. I'm going in with the color Licorice. Right there. And I'm using a flat, what do we call this? A flat brush, but this has like a square top. Actually, no. We're going in with jet black, my bad. You always assume the darkest color is on the bottom, but in this case, the darkest black is up here. You got me, Lorac, you got me. So I'm just gonna line. We're not doing crazy eyeliner, nothing. We just wanna cover our lash line. Keeping it really close to my natural lash line. So now our lids are lined, my lashes are curled, my mascara is on, and I've tight lined the top of my eyelid. It's time for our lashes. I'm using House of Lashes Iconic. And I've used these quite a few times, so the box is kind of jacked up, but I'll show you guys. This is what they look like. You want to let the glue dry a little before stabbing yourself in the eyeball. Gotta arrange your mirror and the hand that you're holding. So just go ahead and look down. Start at the edge. I've already pre-cut these because I've used them before. But if you haven't, go ahead and cut them first. So corner, middle, inside. Just like that. Now that the lashes are on, I'm going to grab that same jet black color and line the bottom of my eyes. Right now I'm going to use Smolder eye pencil from MAC. What I'm going to use as a primer and a moisturizer is the Pixi Rose Flash Balm. This is a moisturizer, primer, and instant skin booster all in one. It's like a combo meal. It's so awesome. It just feels so nice on, and it has a nice smell too. So I'm just gonna put a quarter size amount. Oh, it feels like velvet. So nice. And it has a very, very light but nice rose smell. It's amazing. I love it. I'm gonna go in with MAC Strobe Cream. Who doesn't want to glow? I know I do. Put this on the high points of my cheeks right here. Normally, you want to put these illuminizers right where the sun or the light or the flash of the camera will hit you when you're looking side to side. A little bit on the Cupid's bow. So I placed it. Boop. I'm just gonna paint it. Whatever's remaining, I want to put on my temples. And a little bit on my chin. And the nose. What the hell, why not? Next, I'm going in with Becca Cosmetics Champagne Pop Liquid Highlight. I like to put this on my skin before any foundation, any concealer, but after priming. This just gives you that skin-like radiance as opposed to putting it over the foundation. Sometimes you have to be careful of putting liquid formulas over a foundation because sometimes it can look very cakey, and if you don't blend it right away, it could look very chalky. And then at that point, you pretty much can't really fix it. You kind of just have to go with it unless you remove it. So just like that. Oh, ooh, give it to me. Yes. Now we're gonna move on to our foundation. Using the Huda Beauty Faux Filter foundation along with my velvet sponge from LC Cosmetics. The shade I'm using is Baklava. That sounds so good right now. I like this foundation. I really like the way it covers. It is a full coverage foundation. I won't even say it's a medium. It's definitely a full coverage foundation, but in a good way. It has a nice like satin-like finish. It's not dewy. It's not completely matte. I would for sure say it's a satin finish. And it's great for all-day events. It does have a particular smell to it that I'm not quite fond of. I could do without the smell. I just feel like there's better things that it could smell like. I don't know what it is, whatever they put in here. It's a very strong aroma and I'm not too fond of it. Other than that, no dislikes. I love this foundation for full coverage. So this is great for like weddings, parties where you know you're going to be dancing from morning to evening. You want to go with the full coverage like this. And one pump goes a long way. So this whole bottle will last you a pretty long time. So one pump. That's it. And it'll cover the whole face. So first place. I don't know what it is with this smell. It's like you think it's pleasant, but then you smell it more and it's just kind of strong. It smells like perfume. It literally smells like a rose perfume, but not the gentle rose. I guess it is a rose. I just like my foundations to have a little bit more of a mild smell. But other than that, look at that coverage. I'm not going up here because that's where the concealer belongs. So I'm just blending this on the outer rims of my face and my nose. Look at that coverage. Pretty good, right? It's like a satin and it does oxidize a little, so the colors will look better in a second. I think this color is one shade darker for me, like one shade too dark for me. If I had my option, I think I would buy Tres Leches, but it was sold out when my cousin bought this for me. We were waiting on Sephora for weeks, if not months, for this foundation to come back in stock, and finally when it came back in stock, by the time I went back online, Tres Leches was sold out. So I'm assuming that's like the most popular color to like the NC 35-40 range of the MAC family, which is what I am. But then when you put your concealers and stuff, it'll kind of blend in more. For concealer, I'm going in with MAC Pro Longwear NC 30 and 25. Depending on how much highlight and brightness I want, I'll combination these up. Now, I don't know why, but when I make videos, like I can't speak. Something about it. There's no one with me. It's just the camera, but it's nerve-wracking. So I put on a palette like this. Just gonna mix it up with my velvet sponge. Like that. And we're gonna place. This sponge is awesome, guys. Honestly, the shape of this sponge is everything and anything you'll ever need for your contouring and blending days, let me tell you. This tip is great for the under eye. This end is great for the foundation. Typically, without this, I would have had to use two beauty blenders. The normal size one and then the smaller egg-shaped one for these small corners. But this sponge does it all, knocks it out of the park. It's amazing. And I think it just came back in stock, so get it while it's in stock, because I'm assuming it takes a while for it to come back, and knowing how popular this was when it launched, I know people are gonna want it, so get your hands on it ASAP. Next, I'm gonna lightly set my under eye with Laura Mercier's translucent powder. If you don't know this, you're living under a rock. Get this ASAP. And I really want you guys to see the natural finish of this foundation with no setting powder. But like, again, if you're oily, you probably need a setting powder. But for me, I'm just lightly dusting off. And I put such a small amount on the back that it's like barely there. So after we set our eyes, we're gonna go in with some bronzer and contour powder. I'm using the Tarte's Pro Glow palette. This palette is so pretty. Whatever's left over, I'm just gonna lightly stroke it on the corners of my nose for some light contour. Using the same brush, I'm gonna go in with my blush. This is called Cheeky Bronze from MAC. And it's like the perfect pinky, bronzy blush. So beautiful. Love this brush. I use this on all my clients, and 9 out of 10 are like, oh my god, what color is this? I'm just gonna put on the apples of my cheeks. And it always helps if you smile when you put this on, because naturally it brings the apples of your cheeks out. Next, I want to highlight. So right now I'm gonna use the 14 Karat by Girlactic. This is a liquid. If you want to work really fast, I'm just gonna place this on the high point of my cheeks. Just put it on and then dab it out. Highlights, you want to make sure that the end result looks like skin. And I'm using the Pixi Glowy Gossamer Duo called Subtle Sunrise, and it has 2 colors. It's really, really, really pretty on. So right now I'm gonna go in with a darker shade right here, and this is like a peachy undertone, I would say. Right here, so look at that. So pretty. Put some more here. And I like to blend my highlight into the apples of my cheeks, just with whatever's left over. The lighter shade. I grab a flat brush and I just want to place some on my brow, right on the arch, and blending it out very lightly. Now for lips, I'm going to go in with MAC's Strip Down liner, as well as Dose of Colors lipstick in Toast, topped off with Undressed lip gloss. Here's the final look, guys. Hope you enjoyed this bridal tutorial. If you did enjoy this, I would love to hear your comments below. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye!